This is a graph of the life expectancy, population, and income of Peru throughout the years. First, Peru shows a steady increase of income with a stable life expectancy, dropping only once due to the First World War. But after the end of the Great Depression and Second World War, the life expectancy increases a lot. Then, from 2000 till the present, the life expectancy doesn't really increase, but the income increases rapidly. Also, the population of Peru gradually increases due to better health care. Birth rate. There are approximately 18 births per 1,000 people. Over the past few years, you can see a steady decrease of birth rate. True death rate. There are about 6 deaths per 1,000 people. There is a significant decrease in the death rate due to better healthcare. Child mortality. The overall child mortality is medium compared to the rest of the world, but there are still 18 deaths per 1,000 live births, which is quite a lot. Fertility rate. The fertility rate in Peru as of 2017 is approximately 2 children per woman, which is a world average. The fertility rate has drastically declined since 1960, when the average was about 7 children per woman. Life expectancy. Peru's life expectancy has gone up a lot in the last 60 years. In 1960, the life expectancy was a little less than 50 years, but now it is more than 20 years over that, peaking at 74 years. Peru has rainforests, highlands, and desert coasts. The rainforest area has a sparse population. There are many people living in the highlands, and the distribution is quite even. Lima, the capital of Peru, is a very populated place which lies on the desert coast. It has a population of approximately 8 million. Overall, Peru is more underpopulated than overpopulated because nobody lives in the rainforests, but Lima is overpopulated because of the dense population. Population pyramid 1960. The population is a total of 10 million people. Peru is now in stage 2 of the demographic transition model. The majority of the people are from 0 to 30 years of age. There are almost more children than adults. The dependency ratio of dependents to population age 15 to 64 is 89 to 100. This is very high compared to the ratios of some other countries. The life expectancy is also quite low, and there are very few people that are 80 years of age. Population pyramid 2010. Peru has a population of approximately 30 million people. Peru is now in stage 3 of the demographic transition model. There are more elderly people, and there is a stable birth rate. There are still very few middle-aged people, but the dependency ratio is better. The ratio of dependents to population aged 15 to 64 is 55 to 100. Population pyramid 2060. The population is estimated to be approximately 40 million people. Peru would be in stage 4 of the demographic transition model. Almost all age groups have the same amount of people. There are quite a lot of people who are now over the age of 80, and the birth rate is very slowly decreasing over the years. This population pyramid would be ideal for Peru. Healthcare policy Peru. The average baby per woman in Peru is now already 2 children. That is perfect, because it means if this continues, Peru will be in the 4th stage of the demographic transition model in the future. To enable the continuation of a stable birth rate, child mortality must decrease. The average income of a middle-class Peruvian is approximately $800 per month, so proper healthcare would be hard to come by for a newly born. Therefore, the first step is to set up a campaign which gives newly born babies proper health care free of charge. The second step is more clinics and hospitals. If clinics and hospitals were more easily accessible, the child mortality would decrease. Third step is to have the clinics open 24/7. Women can be in labor at any time of the day, and therefore more hospitals should be open at all times. If not, there should at least be a doctor who can come to the woman's house to help out with the birth. Next step would be to inform the people how many children is the right amount. The fertility rate is already 2 babies per woman, but the government could encourage this even more with things such as ads or pamphlets. Last but not least, the government could also inform the people the most convenient time to have a child. If a person is unemployed and has a baby, they will have a hard time supporting the child with proper health care, and therefore encouraging people to wait could be helpful.